Hey guys, back with another review for Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, or Venom Let There Be Carnage. So, the first Venom came out a few years ago to middling critical reception. The audience really liked it, the movie made a lot of money, and then boom, we get a sequel. The sequel was delayed for a while due to COVID and everything like that, pushed back multiple times, and then finally we got word that when it was originally moved to October 15th, we got word that the movie was going to get bumped up 2 weeks, and that's awesome because we finally got to see the sequel to Venom. Okay, so what did I think about this movie? This movie is very, very, I think it's sloppy, honestly. Now, let me say this. I'll give the positives first. I think Tom Hardy is awesome in this movie. I think the bromance, friendship, whatever you want to call it, between Eddie and the symbiote Venom and Tom Hardy's performance and even doing the voice of Venom is awesome. Great back and forth, some really funny lines, and that whole dynamic is what makes this movie. Okay, Woody Harrelson as Carnage is pretty good. I feel like there's not enough utilization of his character. There's a little bit of character development, but not enough. This movie doesn't have a pacing issue because it's only about an hour and a half. It moves by really quick. Doesn't feel like too much was trimmed off of it. My big issue with this movie is Carnage is a rated R character. Yeah, this movie's PG-13. Yeah, it worked okay for what it was. Anytime there's any violence in the movie or anything, it cuts away. There's no blood. There's no nothing. And it just, after a while, it feels very repetitive. Which, I mean, it could have felt repetitive if there was blood and violence and more of it. Maybe it could have felt repetitive as well. But I just feel like this movie would have been served better as a rated R movie. The first Venom, not so much. But when you infuse the character of Cletus Cassidy or Carnage, you're really, really teetering on that line between PG-13 and R. And there's some scenes in this movie that really, really push that limit. There's some more language in this movie than I thought there would be. I feel like the movie moves a little too fast. It just jumps in. This is not a movie to go take a bathroom break during, or there's no downtime. This movie just goes. It starts and then it just goes. And then before you know it, it's over with. Lack of character development. The movie feels very just kind of thrown together. There's some scenes where it's kind of fun, but I've been waiting so long to see Carnage on the big screen. The fight scenes between Venom and Carnage are really satisfying. They're really fun. They're cool to see on a big screen. And those scenes in particular are about what I thought I was going to get out of a Venom and Carnage fight. My issue is the ending of this movie is very anticlimactic. You can script how the ending of this movie is going to happen from a mile away. It's beat for beat, the same as a lot of other comic book movies. The tone of this movie is what's so unique about it. Even the first movie, this one, the tone definitely follows it up. It's not like any other comic book movie because it has a very quirky tone that's like half comedy, half horror action. It's got a lot of different tones that are meshing together, and I really think it didn't work. The first movie I enjoyed quite a bit. I actually saw it twice in theaters. I really liked the first movie because of its quirkiness, because of it embraced it. This one, it definitely embraces it. It's more of the cheese that you got from the first Venom, but there's no character development. It's just, I feel like it's just things being thrown at a wall and seeing what sticks. And at the end of the day, this movie's okay. It's nothing spectacular. There's a really, really cool end-credit scene or mid-credit scene that I won't spoil, but it sets up for future things that could be really interesting going down the road. Overall, I really thought I was going to like this movie a lot more. I don't know what this movie's trying to be. I don't know who this movie's for. It's not for kids. because it's right on that line of being a rated R movie. It's, I mean, I guess it's for adults, but it has such a tongue-in-cheek type humor to it. I don't know who this movie's for. The tone's all over the place. And the movie is so fast-paced that you don't even have time to breathe. You don't have time to take in what is being thrown at you. And I just feel like this was a misfire. There's some positive qualities. I'd like to see the Venom character again for sure. The Carnage character was cool. The design of the character was cool. There's no depth there. And when your villain is in the title, I feel like that warrants a little bit more character development, a little bit more gravitas to the character, especially a character that we've been waiting to see on the big screen for a while. I'm disappointed at the fact that this character is just such a vibrant character that comes off the comic book pages that everyone's been looking forward to seeing. And I don't think it lived up. I could be wrong. I might be wrong. And it's just a matter of opinion, subjectivity. But at the end of the day, I don't think I can recommend Venom 2. Venom Let There Be Carnage. I'd have to give this a 4.5 out of 10. This was a pretty big disappointment. I didn't want to say that I didn't care for the movie, but at the end of the day, it's kind of a mess. It's all over the place, and it's hard for me to get on board with something like that. So, thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe my video. And upcoming next week, I'm going to go see the new James Bond movie, No Time to Die, and possibly the indie movie with Noomi Rapace, Lamb. I'll get back to you on that one, but definitely No Time to Die next Friday. I will have a review up. And thank you guys. Have a good evening.